What's up, guys? Inferi just dropped the third and final single for their upcoming album, Vile Genesis, which is coming out in the Artisan Era on September 10th. The third and final single is called Vile Genesis. It is the title track, and we're going to get into it right now. I'm super stoked for this fucking song, guys. The last two singles, Mesmeric Horror and Simian Hive, were both fucking incredible, so I expect nothing less than perfection from this title track. Let's check it out. Sick fucking groove as usual. Ooh. Solo one. Is it Malcolm or is it Mike? Ooh! Shreddy little run. They love their fast-paced 3/4 time signatures. It's been the constant with this album, like the whole vibe of this band is dependent on that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, the blasts are insane in this song. Solo number 2. Oh my god, that's so dramatic. Very old school melodic death metal. Oh my god, this is giving me fucking chills. Oh, there we go. The bass has a moment to shine. Yes. Yes. Wow. Okay, so once again, sorry, I didn't have any video to show you guys. But that song was just released about a half hour ago, according to YouTube, and it has a badass animated video to go with. So check out Inferi's official channel. I will link it in the description below. Yeah, check out that video. Um, it's worth taking in. The animation is crazy. Like every last detail is just a pleasure to behold. Yeah, musically, I mean, let's get into the song. So Stevie's vocals, insane as always. I've always looked at him as like being like a Trevor type, like Trevor from Black Dahlia Murder, being like having that style, like the polarized highs and lows, but just like an enhanced version of what Trevor brings to the table. Like Stevie just has this power, this ridiculous like power to his gutturals that are fairly unique to this band, I think. Um, and the highs are just he has these shrill highs that I just love. And his diction is very good. Like I can usually pick out most of his lyrics without having to read along. Malcolm does great backup vocals live. I don't know if he's beefing up um, the gutturals or layering with Steve's highs like in the studio, or if Malcolm only does vocals in the live setting. But it sounds the same either way. Like they bring it live, they can bring it live that way. Or if Steve's doing all the vocals in the studio, like it doesn't matter if you're hearing it on stage or hearing it on the album. Like the power of the vocals is the same in both environments. Guitar wise, okay, one thing that I thought was really cool about like the structure of this song was that there were earlier, like during the first half of the song, like there were a couple spots where they hit a serious groove, like not a breakdown, not a mosh part, just a serious groove with the riffing, kind of a mid-pace feeling on the drums, and just kind of a choppy like feeling on the guitars. But they would only do this for maybe a bar or two, and then it would go right back into either tremolo picking or crazy fast alternate picking with blast beats under it, going back and forth between like a blast beat or like a quick thrash beat or a quick downbeat, like just anything to quickly or abruptly uh, sever that groove and kick things back into full throttle. And I really thought that was cool. Like, because they had a few spots like that early in the song that gave you like a false sense of security. Like, okay, all right, we're just gonna jam. We're just gonna like groove out for a second. Oh fuck, no, he's going ballistic on the fucking snare drum again. Um, Bass. This of the three singles from the new album, this was the first time I felt the bass really had a chance to shine, and it was during that really eerie clean part that sent a fucking chill down my spine. Yeah, the bass broke out into a really like jazzy melodic run. I thought that was really cool. It reminded me of like Beyond Creation or Obscura or even Relentless Mutation by Archspire. um, yeah, no, really cool stuff, and kind of unique to Inferi, at least the last couple releases by this band. It was really cool that they let the bass shine for a little bit there, and of course, Spencer on the drums, insane. Just I talked about the blasts already, and I wigged out during the song a couple times. Yeah, completely like spot on with the drum choices. You know, he he knows his guitar players and he knows what's best for the song. So section for section, he is going to bring exactly what is needed to the table, no more, no less. There was never a point where I felt like he was underdoing it or overdoing it. The fills were awesome, the transitions were great. And again, I don't know if Spencer has a hand in the songwriting process and like structuring of the song, like if he like has these ideas. Okay, well, what if you went into this groove for 2 bars and then we just go crazy fast, ballistic with blast beats again? You never know who's coming up with this shit. In the writing room. But I would love to find out. I'm sure it's a collaborative thing. From everything I know about the band so far. But yeah, 2 awesome guitar solos. I don't know who was playing what. It was an animated video, so you know, hats off to Malcolm and Mike on the guitars again for coming up with just incredible fucking riffs and solos and harmonies and using all different, techniques to keep it interesting. Yeah, there were a couple cool mosh parts in there too with real heavy keyboards, like really epic keyboard progressions. Like everything that makes this band great really shines in this title track. Like this title track, I feel, especially now, especially with what Inferi is bringing to the table now, coming off of Sunless Realms, the previous EP. Especially with what Inferi brings to the table now, I think that this title track, Vile Genesis, was the perfect culmination of everything this band has become to this day, and it's the perfect representation of what this band is now as a result. So, yeah, I cannot wait for this fucking album. I think it comes out September 10th on the Artisan Era, uh, which is conveniently Malcolm and Mike's label, as far as I know. I could be wrong about that, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, a lot of great bands on that label too. And I love that bands on the Artisan Era like really interact with their fans and are really, really active on social media. So um, get a back and forth going with your favorite Artisan Era bands because it's really easy to do that, unlike some other bands on some other labels. All right, I'm getting out of here, and thanks for listening to me rant. Peace.